Good evening. Who enjoys feeling stupid? Hope no one raises their hand. I've personally felt stupid in the classroom on several occasions, and it had a negative effect on my self-confidence and, unfortunately, my grade. Like me, many people have learning differences. I knew in my heart that I could do better in certain situations, but unfortunately, I could not. I could not control who was teaching the class or how the class was going to be taught. In an article, School in Conclusion, written by Jacqueline Speck, she questions whether inclusive education has improved over the last 15 years. The answer is, in most schools, it is not. The irony of all this is that everyone in the classroom benefits from a teacher that can find different ways to reach everyone in the classroom. Supporting differences in learning styles is imperative because recognizing how a child learns at an early age sets them up for future success. Students with and without disabilities will benefit and will reach their fullest potential, and it will spare children from frustration and constant failure as they don't know why they can't learn. Supporting differences in learning styles is imperative because recognizing how a child learns at an early age sets them up for future success. According to the National Institute of Health on LD Online, 1 in every 7 Americans has some degree of learning disability. When help is delayed, it becomes harder for children to catch up. Pay attention to a child's strengths and weaknesses, and you will get a sense of what makes their brain tick. The TeachThought website contains an article, 20 Fundamentals, what every teacher should know about learning, that lists all the different learning styles: visual, auditory, verbal, kinesthetic, logical, interpersonal, and intrapersonal. In addition, pay attention to the environment the child learns best in and try to create that environment in every learning situation. If a child has this information at an early age, they can advocate for themselves when they get older, making sure they have the right accommodations they need for success. Supporting differences in learning styles is imperative because students with and without disabilities will benefit and will reach their fullest potential. Every brain functions differently, so does it make sense that every brain learns differently? Doesn't it make sense that if a mainstream learner or a student finds an even better way to absorb information, then even the student can take his or her learning to the next level as well? Dr. Kluth from Education Canada feels that finding 20 ways to make a subject more accessible or providing an elastic framework to stretch every student's mind is better than the boring one-size-fits-all classroom. Supporting differences in learning styles is imperative because it will spare children from frustration and constant failure as they don't know why they can't learn. Jacqueline Speck also states teachers who meet the diverse needs of their students are more likely to have children and youth in their classrooms who perceive school, themselves, and each other favorably. Who doesn't feel valued when someone takes the extra time to figure out why you can't learn, or how you learn, allows your brain to process information in the time it needs to, and draws out the best in you. This is when a student experiences success. Once again, supporting differences in learning styles is imperative because recognizing how a child learns at an early age sets them up for future success. Students with and without disabilities will benefit and will reach their fullest potential, and it will spare children from frustration and constant failure as they don't know why they can't learn. What if a teacher refused to adapt to a new teaching style to help you or anyone you cared about? What if you never know? What if you will never know what you could have achieved because you're not provided with the ideal environment, the best tools, or exposed to the best methods to learn? So I ask you to talk to your school administrators about getting rid of the one-size-fits-all classroom and educating the teachers on how to reach every student in the classroom and not just the mainstream learners. Thank you.